all living things on Earth are made of cells, which are the basic building blocks of life. Whether it is a tiny bacterium or a huge whale, cells are the fundamental units that make up every organism. However, not all cells look the same. The appearance of a cell is closely linked to its function, which means that cells specialized for different tasks have different shapes and structures. For instance, a nerve cell has long, branch-like extensions to transmit signals efficiently, while a red blood cell is disc-shaped to carry oxygen easily. Because of this, most real cells do not look exactly like the simplified diagrams you often see in textbooks. When we examine animal cells, which are a type of eukaryotic cell, we notice several essential parts. The nucleus is perhaps the most important. It contains the cell's genetic material, DNA, and effectively acts as the control center, directing the cell's activities and regulating what proteins are made and when. Surrounding the nucleus is the cytoplasm, a jelly-like substance in which most of the cell's chemical reactions occur. The cytoplasm is full of enzymes that speed up and control these reactions, making it a busy, productive environment. Energy production in the cell occurs in the mitochondria, where aerobic respiration takes place. These organelles convert glucose and oxygen into energy in the form of ATP, which the cell needs for all its processes. Finally, ribosomes are the sites where proteins are synthesized. Proteins are crucial for cell growth, repair, and the functioning of enzymes, making ribosomes essential for the cell's survival and activity. Plant cells are very similar to animal cells in many ways, but they contain additional structures that reflect their ability to produce their own food and maintain rigid shapes. Like animal cells, plant cells have a nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane, mitochondria, and ribosomes. In addition, plant cells have a cell wall, a rigid structure made of cellulose, which gives strength and support, helping the plant maintain its shape. They also contain a large permanent vacuole, which stores cell sap, a weak solution of water, sugars, and salts that helps to keep the cell firm through internal pressure. Another unique feature of plant cells is the presence of chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll, a green pigment that absorbs light energy. These organelles are the site of photosynthesis, a process in which light energy is used to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, providing food for the plant. This ability to create their own food is one of the fundamental differences between plant and animal cells. Bacterial cells, also called prokaryotes, are much simpler than plant or animal cells. They are single-celled organisms that do not have a true nucleus. Instead of storing DNA inside a nucleus, bacteria have a single circular strand of DNA that floats freely in the cytoplasm. Some bacteria also have plasmids, which are small, extra rings of DNA that can carry special genes such as those for antibiotic resistance. Like other cells, bacteria have a cell membrane, cytoplasm, and ribosomes. However, they do not have mitochondria or chloroplasts, meaning they rely on different methods to produce energy. Their simpler structure allows them to reproduce quickly and adapt easily to different environments. Understanding these differences is crucial. Animal cells are designed for specialized functions within an organism. Plant cells are built to produce food and maintain structure, and bacterial cells are small, efficient, and capable of rapid reproduction. When looking at diagrams or microscope images, recognizing these key structures and knowing their functions will help you identify the type of cell and understand how it works. For example, the presence of chloroplasts immediately identifies a plant cell, whereas the absence of a nucleus points to a bacterial cell. The combination of a cell's shape, internal structures, and organelles reflects both its purpose and the evolutionary adaptations that allow it to survive and thrive in its environment.